Hi, so today we are discussing something about cancer biology and cancer. What is cancer? Abnormal growth of cell that is caused by multiple changes in gene expression, which can lead to unregulated division or unregulated balance between the cell growth, cell proliferation, and cell death. And it can result in proliferation of cells that can develop growth and metastasis and further invasiveness. So this is called as cancer. So cancer cells, the other name for cancer cell is transformed cell, aberrant cells, or abnormal cells. The difference between cancer cells and normal cells is that normal cells usually take 24 hours to divide, but cancer cells take less than 24 hours to divide. So the division between the cancer cell is very, very fast, and it will show unregulated division. It will divide non-stop, and they will not be needing certain growth factors to divide, and that is why this is the reason that they do not need much time to divide. Malignant cell will divide continuously, and that is why they are called abnormal cells, and they do not need any mitogen or any growth factor for division. So what will happen if our body faces certain kind of cells, and our body faces tumor cells? So what will happen? Our immune system is going to respond, and if our immune system going to respond, then which kind of immune cells are going to respond? So the kind of cells which are going to respond towards cancer cells will be the first cells which are going to respond towards tumor cells will be called as natural killer cells. And then after the natural killer cells, the cytotoxic T lymphocytes will act upon. What are the features which are shown by tumor cells? That malignancy is not caused by single division or single mutation. Malignancy is not caused by single type of mutation. Malignancy is caused by multiple kind of mutation which have turned harmful. And what will happen to the tumor cell? It is going to show immune resistance. Mean those cells are not going to respond to our immune cells. They will withdraw their contact with the other cells also, and they will start releasing lytic factors like metalloprotease and collagenase enzyme, etc. So they will be going to release certain lytic factor which are going to cause harm to other surrounding cells also and other surrounding area also. So most of the malignancy that are reported are where the cells are undergoing continuous proliferation, and there will be stem cell. Malignancy is caused by the cellular proliferation if the cells are migrating, or if the cells are showing apoptosis, and if the cells are showing division. So those cells will undergo malignancy. And what is the difference between malignant cell and benign cell? Benign cells are those which are localized at a certain region of the body, but malignant cells, what happens to malignant cells, they keep spreading from blood to other areas of the body also. So what are the features of the benign or neoplastic growth is that the rate of division of benign tumor is slow. They keep localized themselves, and they are having cell to cell adhesion and cell to extracellular matrix adhesion. They show cell to cell adhesion and matrix adhesion, and they are unharmful. They can be treatable, and they are not going to release any lytic factor to harm other surrounding tissues. They are non-invasive. Benign growth can become malignant when the cell try to lose the contact with the other cells and extracellular matrix. The rate of division could either malignant, or it can be equal to or less than by that of the normal cell. Then the cell can become, or cell will show the chances to become the malignant. And there can be genomic instability which occurs, and they can start releasing lytic factors, and they can become abnormal, and the cell to cell and cell to ECM contact is lost, that is extracellular matrix contact is lost, and the cell becomes invasive. So what is the difference between a normal cell and malignant cell is that normal cell is genomically stable, while the malignant cells show abnormalities. The cell to cell adhesion is present, extracellular matrix contact is present, but in malignant cell, both are lost, as we have first discussed. The normal cells are non invasive, while the malignant cells are invasive. That is why they are malignant. They require, normal cells require growth factor to grow, but the malignant cells do not require any growth factor to grow. Normal cells take time to divide, but malignant cells are not taking time to divide, as they are not needing any kind of growth factors. Normal cells will show metabolic action, but malignant cells in metabolic activity will show high rate of glycolysis. They are not showing any other kind of metabolic activity, not much other kind of activities, but they are showing a high rate of glycolysis. And if the rate of glycolysis increase, and the pyruvate concentration is also getting to increase. So in malignant cells there are high concentration of pyruvate, but in normal cell the pyruvate concentration is less. The normal oxygen requirement of oxygen in normal cells is generally, they are having normal requirement of oxygen. The normal cell will have normal oxygen requirement, but the malignant cell will show hypoxia. So there will always be a lacking of oxygen because they are growing so fast that the oxygen requirement for them is insufficient. It is lacking. They are always in lack of oxygen. The normal cell will not going to be release vascular growth factors, because they do not need growth factors to grow continuously. They need growth factors because they need growth factor to grow at a particular time, at a particular period, but not continuously. So it will not show any accumulation of vascular growth factor, such as malignant cells or cancer cells too. Cancer cells always show accumulation of vascular growth factors because they are always showing the growth. They are continuously dividing, so they will need vascular growth factors. So there will be presence of vascular growth factors for the cancer cell.